Hello and welcome back for the third video of the creation process. So the first one was a serious video about me showing to you how to use Guitar Pro, how I was writing a song from scratch, really the first steps of the structure of the song. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. And the second video was not quite as serious because it was like a funny thing we tried to do with Noe for April Fools, and yeah, it was quite funny to, also quite true, because we tend to work like this, like, you know, we see each other, we have fun, we drink some beers a little bit, and yeah, Noe just you know, listened to what I did and he's like, okay, maybe I can do this, I can do that, I can do this riff or this solo of this part. I'll do the first step, he will do the second one, I'll do the third, and hopefully we are going towards something really nice. This video is really about like the next step after I wrote the song on Guitar Pro, how I'm gonna do like a demo. When I'm finished on Guitar Pro, when the song, the basic structure of the song is over, I'm gonna export the tracks as MIDI files and import those files inside Logic Pro. So that's what I'm gonna do here. So yeah, now you can see all the tracks inside Logic Pro, and it puts some basic sounds on the files. So he knows what's what, but the sounds are really some basic stuff. Normally when you import the MIDI files, you can see also the tempo that is imported as well, and the tempo changes. Here the sound is gonna be obviously like really simple. Okay, so this is like the demo file of this new song, and the first thing is that I'm gonna use like a plugin that is called Shreddage to have some sound that I can work with for the guitars. Of course, it's not as cool as a real one, but it's still better than what we heard before. You know, you use also like a bass sound and the drums, and I'm gonna use for that like a plugin that is called Super Drummer, so it's gonna sound a bit better. And then I'm gonna work on all the sounds of the synthesizers. So for example, in the beginning there's some sweet sounds here, some strings. Something that I'm gonna use a lot are those automations that you can see here. So basically all the high frequencies are cut, and you can make them appear, which is quite cool. Most of the time I'm using some sounds that are actually synthesizers of Logic Pro, which are really great. There are plenty of good sounds. Other than that, I'm using some plugins like Serum is this plugin here with crazy electronic sound. I'm also using Massive, really nice one too, with a lot of awesome sounds. Sounds like this one, Trance, of course, Trance metal. All this in the beginning, it's gonna sound like this. This is only like virtual instruments. But then of course, when Noe records the real guitar, it's gonna sound a lot better, like this. So yeah, first step, taking all the basic tracks, making a sound that is like okay with all virtual instruments, then working every synthesizers, the real sounds of basically everything that is not guitar, bass or drum. Usually there's a lot of tracks for that. Noé will record then the guitars and the bass, and yeah, create other stuff. And the fourth step will be for me to record IDs for vocal melodies, maybe, if I have some. For example, for this song, I had like IDs for this chorus here that you listen, and I recorded here also some tracks, some grunt parts that I will maybe do on the final song, we'll see. It sounds like that.
Rising phoenix, a flash in the pain. On your side, running through his veins.
Usually I will just put some different tracks, like a higher one and a lower one. So yeah, there you go. I think I showed you some parts, some stuff. Hopefully it's gonna be something that interested you. Don't hesitate if you have any questions, if you want me to show you something else. It was a pleasure showing you all this, and see you for the next part, the next steps. Bye.